8th English medium. In maths we are busy with chapter number 3, understanding quadrilaters. And in exercise 3.2 we finish 1 to 4 questions. Now question number 5, in which there is the first question is that is it possible to have a regular polygon with measure of each exterior angle as 22 degree. Now we know that how to find the number of sides. We find the number of sides by dividing the 360 with the each exterior angle. So now to find sides of regular polygon, with given exterior angle, the measure of exterior angle must be the factor or divisor of 360 degree. Here 22 is not a divisor of 360. Therefore, we cannot have any polygon which have exterior angle as 22 degree. Therefore, it is not possible to get such type of regular polygon. So if we want to have the regular polygon according to the required measurement of the exterior angle, it is only possible when that exterior angle is the divisor of the 360. Means that 360 must be divided by that number without any remainder. But if you divide 360 by 22, there will be some remainder there, and therefore it is not possible. So that is the situation here. Let's check question number B here. Can it be an anterior angle? Can it be an interior angle of a regular polygon? Why? So now if 22 degree is interior angle, then exterior angle is equal to 360 degree minus 22 degree. Sorry, 180 degree, because they are making linear pair. So 180 degree minus 22 degree. 10 minus 2 is 8. 7 minus 2 is 5. 158 degree. Now we know that 158 is also not a divisor of 360. Here 158 is also not a divisor of 360. Therefore, this type of regular polygon also not possible. It means that when you want to have a regular polygon with a desired exterior or interior angle, then it is necessary that that interior or exterior angle must be a divisor of 360. Otherwise, we won't get that special type of regular polygon. So, question number 6. In A, it says that what is the minimum exterior angle possible for a regular polygon. Possible for a regular polygon, and why? Now we know that which is the smallest polygon. We know that it's triangle, right? So what is the interior angle of a triangle, which is a regular polygon? Means a regular polygon, triangle means equilateral triangle. So actually it is your interior angle, not exterior angle. So we know that if a triangle is regular triangle, it is known as equilateral triangle. And when it is an equilateral triangle, all the angles are also equal, and that is 60 degree. 60 plus 60 plus 60 becomes 180. It means that the smallest minimum interior angle possible for a regular polygon is 60 degree. Why? Because the simplest polygon is a triangle. So we will write down the minimum interior angle possible for a regular polygon is 60 degree, because the simplest regular polygon is an equilateral triangle whose all interior angles are of 60 degree. So here we can say that the minimum interior angle possible for a regular polygon is 60 degree, because the smallest or the simplest polygon, regular polygon, is an equilateral triangle, and when it is equilateral, its angles are of the measure 60 degree. So that is the answer. Now B, what does it say? In that, what is the maximum? What is the maximum exterior angle possible? For angle possible for a regular polygon. Now, as we saw that when the number of sides is getting increased, the measure of interior angle of that regular polygon also increases. And therefore, the exterior angle will be always decreasing. It means that the smallest thing of interior angle will have the largest possible exterior angle. It means that the exterior angle of triangle, which triangle? Equilateral triangle will be how much? 180 minus 60 degree, means 120 degree. So we can write down the maximum exterior angle possible for a regular polygon will be the exterior angle of an equilateral triangle. Therefore, the measure of it is equal to 180 degree minus 60 degree, and that is 120 degree. So, smallest minimum interior angle possible is 60 degree, and maximum exterior angle possible is 120 degree. Now, we learn about the different types of quadrilaterals today. So now, what are the different types of quadrilateral? Quadrilateral means you know that a polygon having 4 sides are known as quadrilateral. So now, first type of quadrilateral is a trapezium. Now, what is actually a trapezium? A quadrilateral having a pair of parallel sides is called a trapezium. It means that in trapezium, one pair of opposite sides, or you can say sides, is parallel, but not the other opposite sides are not parallel. Only one pair is parallel, and then it is known as trapezium. Look here in the figure. I draw a trapezium in which the sides AD and BC are parallel. To show that parallel, I show that sign like the arrows. So here AD and BC are the parallel. So I write down in the above figure ABCD is a trapezium in which AD is parallel to BC. We know that the sign for the parallel lines is just 2 vertical lines. So AD is parallel to BC, but AB and DC are non-parallel sides. So only one pair must be parallel to say that it is a trapezium. So now it must be in your mind clear that what is a trapezium. So again I am repeating, trapezium. In trapezium only one pair of the side is parallel and the other pair is non-parallel. Then it is known as a trapezium. But now in case the non-parallel sides are equal in length, not always it will be possible, but if sometimes, if it is like that, that the non-parallel sides are equal, then because of that two sides are equal, we can say that it is an isosceles trapezium. Isosceles, you know that what is isosceles triangle? A triangle in which two sides are equal is known as isosceles triangle. Similarly here, in this trapezium, the non-parallel sides are parallel, equal, then the trapezium is called an isosceles trapezium. You can see here in the figure I draw an isosceles trapezium. Trapezium KING, in which you can say that KI is parallel to GN. I wrote down here that in the above figure KING is an isosceles trapezium in which KI is parallel to GN. You can see that KI is parallel to GN, means one pair is opposite, the other is parallel, but the other pair is not parallel. But they are equal. KG is equal to IN. So one pair is parallel and the non-parallel sides are equal in length. Therefore, this type of quadrilaterals are known as trapeziums. So trapezium can have different type of trapezium. A normal trapezium in which the non-parallel sides are not equal, but in the isosceles trapezium the non-parallel sides are equal. We can draw different type of trapeziums also, like it can have like this also, that the sides, this side are parallel, this parallel, opposite sides are parallel, and the other are non-parallel. That is also a type of trapezium. Similarly, it can be like that also, in which there is parallel, that is non-parallel. So we can have different type of trapezium, but you have to just keep in the mind that one pair must be parallel. If it is not parallel, then you cannot tell that it is a trapezium. And first thing is that trapezium is a quadrilateral also. Otherwise, if you draw like this, let me tell you. If you draw like this, that one pair is parallel. This is parallel. Then, if you draw like this, it is not a trapezium. Why? It is not even a quadrilateral. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 sides. A trapezium cannot have 5 sides. So if you don't just see the parallel lines, but you have to count the number of sides also. So trapezium is a quadrilateral and in which one pair of parallel sides. And if the non-parallel sides are equal, it is known as isosceles trapezium. So I hope it is clear in your mind that what is a trapezium. Now the other type of quadrilateral we are going to learn today is a kite. Kite is a special type of quadrilateral in which in kite two distinct means different, consecutive pairs of sides are of equal length. Means we have to check that two pairs, but it should be separate. Means it should not be repeated. So that type of consecutive pairs of the sides are of equal length. Then we can say that this quadrilateral is a kite. Look here in the figure. I draw LION. It's a quadrilateral in which you can see that this pair of consecutive means coming one after one. So LI and LN are equal sides. Similarly, OI and ON are also equal sides. So one pair and the other pair, which are distinct, not repeating, they are of equal size. And therefore, we can say that LION is a kite. So, kite is a special type of quadrilateral in which two distinct consecutive pair of sides are of equal length. Then it is known as a kite. Now in this video we are going to stop now, and after this video you will get the PDF file. The other types of quadrilateral we will learn in the next video. So now we are going to stop the video. If any problem, confusion, you can write down in the comment section. Thank you very much.